y-intercept. How does the arrows go? So the graph has concavity open up. Open up. What letter opens up? That is our A value. So we have all of these characteristics we just got from the graph. And now we can get an equation. Raise your hand if you think we should use standard form. Raise your hand vertex form. Yeah, I think vertex can give us a lot from it, right? Boys, what is vertex form? Plus, okay. So here's my vertex. H and K. All I know is that A value should be positive, right? And they gave you another order pair on this graph. They give you the y-intercept. Remember, the vertex is letters H and K, and an order pair is X and Y. So our X and Y are going to go here. Class, what letter did I not highlight? So let's solve for A, and we can put it back into the vertex form. So let's solve for A. Number 1, solve for A. My Y value is 1. I don't know where my A value is. The X value is 0. I'm going to put this minus sign regardless of what my H value is. Just to be clear, I'll put H in parentheses. It's a substitution. My H value is 2. And my K value is -7. Alright, we just have to simplify. 1 equals A times. Class, what's 0 minus 2? -2. Remember, you're using PEMDAS here. That's why I'm going to use the parentheses, work inside the parentheses, then the exponent. And plus -7 just means -7. -2 squared? Okay, so this really says A times 4. Or I can just write that as 4A. And we just need to clean that up. I'm going to add 7. Divided by 4. A is equal to 2. Now that I know what the A value is, we already knew that the A value is positive. You see all the hints that we're getting from all this? The second thing I'm going to do is just substitute back into formula. Sub back. Class, what colors do you think I'm going to use? Yellow and just the pink. Okay? If you need to, you can write down the formula again. Math is not mysterious. All you have to do is just write down the formula and work with it. So I'm going to put in my yellow. I'm going to put in my H and my K. The reason why I'm not putting in my X and Y, that leaves it open so that we can actually pick any order pair that will be on the parabola. Y equals 2 times X minus 2 squared minus 7. Here is my quadratic equation from the graph. Look at your characteristics, solve for your A value, and then put it back in to get a nice equation. Let's write that. H, K. What else you got in that graph? Okay, what about the concavity? What letter is that? Is it going to be positive or negative? So the leading coefficient is going to be negative. You're having a bad day, right? Frowning. Okay? What else? What's this? You got an order pair. X, Y. Okay. Based on, we have to write an equation based on this graph, so based off of this information, which form should we use? Well, I see the word vertex. Let's try the vertex form. Boys, tell me. Okay, so we got this. So now I'm just going to color code it for you. Vertex, H, K. Order pair, X, Y. And although I know that A is going to be negative, do we have a number for that class? No.
Get it?
And we're going to get it. So let's put them in. My Y value is 1. A value, X is negative 2. Okay, don't forget, I don't care what H value is, that is a minus sign. H value is 3. And our K value is 6. And basically all we're going to do is we're going to solve for A, and then we can use that to write an equation. Let's simplify. I have 1 equals A. Class, what's negative 2 minus 3? I'm just using PEMDAS on the right hand side. Negative 5 squared. Remember, there's multiplication here, so should I divide it by 25 or subtract 6? Subtract 6. I've got negative 5 equals A times 25, or we like to write 25A. Divide by 25. Again, if you didn't understand cross-canceling, kind of silly, but I'll show you. Negative 1 times 5 and 5 times 5. So the 5's will cancel out, and you're left with what? A equals negative 105. How do I write an equation? Well, you get to pick one, but we already had the vertex. So if I zoom out, we're going to use the vertex and the A value to get an equation. I'm going to use vertex form. And if I just substitute back in the H, the K, and the A value, I get an equation. Now, why should I not use an X and a Y here? Yeah. The graph is a visual representation of all of the answers. So I can't just pick one X value, that X and Y value. That just kind of helps us get an answer. Okay, so there's our equation based on our graph. We've solved for the A value. Let's summarize. What did we do over here? Solve for A. Solve for A. What did we do? And the second thing, write equation. Make an equation. Okay, does that make sense? If I put in your H and your K, so I put in H as 1 and my K value is 2, and then I have the order pair here 0, 0, so that's going to be my X and my Y. What variable do we not have here? We're solving for A here. So I'm just going to solve for A and then substitute back the A, H, and K. So 0 equals A times negative 1. Negative 1 squared is 1. Subtract 2.
then I have a equals -2. Now I'm going to highlight this part because that's a key component. So I want to write in vertex form. I already have the order pair 1, 2, right? So I can just substitute all that information in here. So I have the a value, which is -2, and your h value, which is 1, and your k value is 2. So let's just substitute that in. Y equals -2, x minus, my h value is 1, squared, and then my k value is 2. So if they just give you 2 order pairs, especially the vertex, use vertex form.
This is our V for our vertex. And then it says it goes to the point in 0, 11, so it goes way up here. I know that's my y-intercept. Now I'm not sure actually, I just know it kind of goes through that, right? So to make it work, then my a value is what? A is going to be positive. Then we're going to use, put your finger on the keyword for the problem. Right there. Maria Bell, and tell us the formula for vertex form. Let's just substitute in everything we have. Class, what's our y value? That would be 11, right?
Yeah.
A value, do we know? No. X, H, and K value. Solve for A. Class 0 minus -2. And 2 squared. How do I solve that?
4 equals 4.
A is equal to? 3. Raise your hand if you got 3. And then we just plug it back in. Sounds redundant, but I write down the formula again so I can see it. It's right there, right in front of me. Class, do we put in a y value? A value. What is it? X value. H value. Oh. What's our H value?
2.
So eventually it's going to become positive, right? And then our K value? Clean it up. Y equals what? There it is. Pretty good? My graph is kind of poor. You guys had one on the screen. It kind of went right there. So it was not the vertex. Anything else, Melissa? How about these? What do you call this? The X is crossing the x-axis. The x-intercept. Partner A, tell partner B what form we're going to use with x-intercepts. And the other person, tell them the formula. Wilson? Where are you sitting, Wilson? There you are. What form are we using with x-intercepts? You're Wilson, right? Would you use standard form? Factor form is correct. Wilson, what's your partner's name? Guadalupe, tell me what factor form is, the formula. So here's our P, here's our Q. We're going to substitute those in. I have an ordered pair, X, Y. And you just plug it in and solve for A. Cross with my Y value equals what? What's your X value? Minus P value 3 X value minus your key value -3. E, oh, I mixed them up. E is -3. Sorry, you were right. And Q value is a +3. Let's go ahead and simplify that. -4 is equal to A plus 1 minus -3. Or they wanted us to stress yesterday from yesterday's professional development. This is called the opposite of -3, which gives us what? 1 plus 3, which is 4. 1 minus 3. -2. 4 minus 2 or 4 times -2? Which is what? -8. You're used to writing the -8 in front of the A. How do I solve for A? Divided by -8. What are the factors of -4? -1 times 4 times 1. Factors of -8 are -1 times 4 times 2. So basically I'm showing you how to reduce. So negatives is 1, 4s are 1, A is equal to what? 1/2. Raise your hand if you got that. Alright, so we have the A value. If you were in here on Friday, just get all your information, and then basically you're figuring out you're just solving for A. So the first step is solve for A. Solve for A. And then number 2, get an equation. Get equation. Alright, for my equation, I'm only going to use the purple and the pink. What 2 colors, class? I have 1/2. It's positive, the graph's opening up. Then I can just use the numbers I put in, so x minus -3, x minus 3. And we just clean that up. Y equals 1/2 x plus 3, x minus 3. Partner B, tell partner A why we're almost there, but not yet. Cindy, your partner's name? Brian, why are we not there yet? Okay, what form do we need to get it into? Standard form. Write an equation in standard form. The clues tell us to use factored form to get an equation, so this would be factored form, but I need to get rid of these parentheses. So I'm just going to do the box. X plus 3, x minus 3, plus x times x, multiply, multiply, multiply. Y equals 1/2. Combine like terms, what do you get? X squared minus 9. And then I'm just going to distribute the 1/2. Class 1/2 times x squared. 1/2 x squared. 1/2 times negative 9. Negative 9 over 2, right? You just multiply the tops and the bottoms and you get this answer. Fractions are good. So, look at your picture, see what characteristics you have. You should identify x-intercepts, you should recognize factored form, substitute all your information in there, you'll recognize you're solving for the a value, and then once you have the a value, plug it back in, and then go from vertex to standard by simplifying. These points too. What are those called, Cynthia? Cynthia. These are x-intercepts. And Sarai, what form did you use if you have x-intercepts? We need to get into standard form. Factored form. Tell me the formula. Thank you. Put your finger on the P and the Q value. Here is the P. There's the Q value. So our P value is -6, and our Q value is -4. Class, how would you label this one here? And how do you label order pairs? X and Y. Every Y value we're going to put in 3. And every X value we're going to put in -3. Don't forget the minus sign here. And basically what color is not highlighted? A. So the first thing we're basically doing here is solve for A. Let's go ahead and simplify that. Beta, -3 minus -6. Yeah, that becomes the opposite, which is a +6. -3 plus 6 is 3. Beta, -3 minus -4. Positive or negative? Theta 3 times 1. We usually write 3a or a3 times 3. Class A is equal to 1. Raise your hand if you got 1. So you use y equals a times h minus x minus h squared plus k. Good. So this problem, yes, it was nice that we can kind of see that this is the vertex. And if you use vertex form, you still would have gotten this. And the reason I chose factored form is we're going to actually see that today using polynomials. Okay, second thing we're going to do is just write our equation. I got an a value. I'm going to use the yellow. If you need to, you can write down the formula again. That helps you. So I have the A, the P, and the Q. And the reason why you don't write the X and Y's or any substitutions are any point on the graph is a solution. It will actually be put in there and can make your equation true. So y equals 1 times x minus -6, x minus -4, y equals x plus 6, x plus 4. Raise your hand if you got that. Uh-oh. Partner B tell partner A why I should not have a red box. Good luck. Jesse B, why should we not have a red box? Echo? Because of the what? Ian, why should we not have a red box? Yeah. So we can just FOIL or do the box. Some of you guys can do that in your head. Cos x times x. Here. X. Here. Here. Answer? There's a red box. Is that in standard form, class? Why? No parentheses. Get your clues, pick a form, put it in, solve for A, and write an equation.
Tristan, step 0.
Picture.
Let's get a picture. Sophia, step 1. Yeah, ID the form. And you said what letters?
F.
Yeah, standard, vertex, factored. 0 parentheses, 1 parentheses, 2 sets of parentheses. Thank you. Vanessa, what's step number 2? Yeah, we have to ID the letters. So it feels very similar to yesterday. Angel R, number 3. Solve for A. And Carla, number 4. Okay, today's lesson, we're not going to use A, H, and K. We're going to use these 3 letters. A, P, and Q. A, P, and Q. Let's try question number 17. Write a quadratic function in intercept form. So they gave me a clue, but in tomorrow's quiz I may not give you that clue. for a parabola with x-intercepts 1 and 4. So let's go ahead and draw a quick graph. Alright, x-intercepts of 1 and 4. They are positive 1 and positive 4. There's 1, there's 4. Okay? And then it says passes through the point 2, negative 6. Okay, right 2, down negative 6. Okay, so this is visual. Class, do you think this opens up or down? Okay, so step 0, we have a picture. Step number 1, I want to ID the form S, V, or F. It would be a V if I had a point here at the minimum. Class, do I have an ordered pair of numbers here? No, we do not. So it's not vertex form. It would be standard form if it's none of these. It would be kind of difficult to figure out. Factored form is if it has the x-intercepts. Put your finger on the x-intercepts. That's what tells you to use factored form. Okay? Step number 1, we identify the form. Step number 2, before I get the letters, you need to pull out your foldable and tell us what is factored form. Does anyone have theirs out? Sophia has her up? You are so fast. Can you put your finger on factored form and then can you read it to us? P. Okay. So that is factored form. We've been factoring in this class quite a bit. And those are the letters we're going to have to find. So just like yesterday, X and Y. But this will be new to you, P and Q. Okay? So, my order pair was 2, negative 6. I want you to notice that this is not my axis of symmetry. It's not the midpoint there. 1 plus 4 divided by 2 is $2.50. Okay? So it's just a point. X, Y. X is 2. Y is what? Negative 6. Okay, our P is one of the x-intercepts and it does not matter. So I'll just say P is 1. Let's change colors here, and Q will be 4. Okay? Let's have a highlighting party now. And I'm going to start off with the most difficult part of writing an equation in factored form. How many x's do you have?
2.
2. So the x, that's 2, you're going to put here and here. It's the same number. Let's write that. 2. 2. Our y value is negative 6. We're trying to solve for the a value, so I'm not going to touch that. Okay. The math gods have decided that many of the formulas have a minus sign in them. So we just have to leave the minus sign there for now, regardless of what P is or Q. My P value is blue. P is 1. So I'm going to put that there. P is 1. And Q, how about pink? No, it said purple. Q is 4. Q is 4. Q is 4. I try not to purple's too dark. Okay, let's go back and write all the other symbols. Equals, A, parentheses, 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 parentheses. Let's solve for A. Class 2 minus 1 and 2 minus 4. You have one math operation. So let's go ahead and multiply. -2. Yes? We're writing it in front. So -6 equals -2. Therefore, your A value is equal to 3. Let's pick a color. So I used all the colors. Let's use red. Okay. So, picture, ID, the form, the letters, solve for A. Now we're going to write our equation. When you're writing your equation, it might be helpful to repeat the form that we're using. So just repeat that. And you can repeat the colors, but we're only going to be using certain colors. I'm going to use the A, P, and Q. So A is here. So what's my A value? 3. P was 1. I'm not highlighting the negative sign. And my Q value is 4. All I have to do is bring back all the symbols. I don't have to simplify anything there, and that's my answer. Box around it. So given the intercepts and a point, I figured out factor form because of those 2 dots. Identify your letters, solve for A, and then you write your equation.
Thou shalt not divide by 0. I love math.
Okay, let's quickly graph it. Give yourself a quick visual. Remember, in tomorrow's quiz, I may not say intercept form. I just say, given these characteristics, write a quadratic function. So we have the points -2, -3. -2, I'm sorry, 3, 0. And then I have the point -1, 2. Left 1, down 2. No, left 1, up 2. Okay. Okay, so my graph opens. Down. That means my A value should be negative. Do you see how the puzzle pieces work together? Okay. Class, which form are we going to use? Why are we using factored form? Yeah, we know the 2 points which are specifically x-intercepts. Partner A tell partner B what is the form for factor form. Going to call in some students. Diego M, can you tell us the form? Y equals good, keep going. Good. Diego B, Can you tell me your letters?
X equals -1.
Good.
Y equals 2. Z
Good.
equals -2. Q equals 3.
Yeah. Good job. Okay, let's go ahead and solve for A. Alina, what is your Y value? Alina, your X value. Okay, I don't know what it is, but I'm just going to put a really thick minus sign. Jonathan, your P value.
-2.
Jonathan, your X value.
1.
Positive or negative?
Oh, -1.
Zoom in. Okay, I don't know, so I'm just going to put a big minus sign. Jonathan, your Q value.
3.
Let's go ahead and simplify. Elizabeth, -1 minus -2. -1 plus 2 then is. Good. Elizabeth, -1 minus 3. Good. One times -4 is just -4, eh? Uh-oh. The scariest costume. Fractions. Okay, if you don't know how to do fractions, break them up into factors. So I have 2 times 1. Now for -4, I'm going to break them up into a common factor, so I'm going to have a 2 there. Let's have a canceling party. Cancels, cancels, or cancel is equal to what number? What number, class? What number does that look like? No. 1. 2 divided by 2 is 1. Okay, so that means that 2 divided by -4 is the same thing as 1 over -2. Now the whole expression is negative, so we write that the same line as the fraction. Our A value is -1/2. Raise your hand if you got that. John? Step number 4, let's go ahead and write an equation. Chance, what is factored form?
X.
Okay, let's just put back in now our A, P, and Q. Our A value classes -1/2. My X value stays. Remember, make it nice and bold. Doesn't matter what it is for P, just put it there. Cost of my P value is it's -2. Again, bold. Change it to a different color if you want. Your Q value is what? 3. Let's go ahead and go through and simplify. Is there anything we can simplify? X plus 2. X minus 3. Okay? That's our answer for number 18. So draw yourself a picture, identify the form based on the clues, identify your letters, solve for A, and then write an equation.
Thou shalt not divide by 0. I love math.